Hello everyone, we're here with NEH playing our fast sort of rushy build. Been working really well for us so far. Gonna see what it can do against Whiz, which is one of the harder matchups I'd say to play. We'll start this pretty early. And hopefully he'll wait and we can put our Jackson in for our draw. And we'll try to overload his ability, right? He gets to do one a turn very cheaply. After that, he's paying real money, so great start. Inject Paperclip. Gonna make these wraparounds pretty ineffective. We'll still probably install one of them because it's going to make him actually play it. So it's a good Euro check. He has to pay 4, plus the one to break the first time, $5. After that, not very good. So he doesn't check anything. It's kind of weird and probably wrong. I don't know. In any event, we're gonna get another full turn of spamming things. And the one we want is probably the, well, probably the team sponsorship is the best one to have for us. We could score the Explodapalooza next turn. Let's see if he wants to pay all the way through. If he pays exactly now, he will not get in. Or rather, he gets in, but he'll be too poor to actually trash this, which is amazing for us. We will have had him burn a lot of resources here. I think he wants to take credit first before he does this run. Even 2 credits. Like, this could have been very much a Sand would be likely to see in here. Instead, this is kind of a blowout for him. He's lost a lot of tempo, and now since he lives, don't think you should have done that either. I think you want to trash Sensi ASAP. No questions asked. So we'll see if we get a Jeeves interaction here. We actually can't. What we can do is install, gain and click. And protect our Jeeves, which is pretty good for us. So now we could score 15 minutes to get 2 Team Sponsored triggers. We can get the assembly lines back, which is pretty good for us. Or we can money up to get our Sand going. But I think I'd try to get a subliminal, and then we can do this shipment subliminal Jeeves combo to get our license acquisition scored. And then if we get a free Sand, we're in great shape. He can kill this team's watership, but he doesn't want to spend his real credits. Yeah, I mean, I get that. He doesn't really have much of an engine. At the same time, now we're going to get to do some pretty good stuff on our turn. So what do we have to throw out here? I actually don't need Jackson right now. The rest of these cards are all pretty great. Oh, we get Subliminal, so this is even better for us. Subliminal. Do I even want another card? Yeah. Yeah, let's get another card. Stall. So we'll bring up our team and our other team. So license is going to give us a free Sand, which will force him to deal with it right away. This is a big threat. We'll just sack this to him. It's fine. And the team's going to give us back assembly lines for money. And the temple for money. And we're going to be able to use our temple to res the assembly lines. Which is a pretty sweet turn for us. And then we'll do... We could bring in the little engine in front of this. It's a little pricey. I think we just keep going sideways. Will this trigger? I don't know if it triggers right now. Let's see what happens. Yeah, okay, all good. So I don't know, he hasn't managed to use his Whizzard credits too effectively. I would say killing the Sensi at least would be a necessity. Because if we just have the cards flowing right, that's where we get the agendas we need to find. Otherwise, you can get in a place where you don't have the agenda you need. Or you don't have the column pieces you need, like the shipments and the subliminals. Yeah, he's just going to kill Sensi now. I like that play. So at least this turn, we're not going to have Sensi, which is pretty relevant. But now we're going to get everything back. So we can't afford our Sansan. That's okay. We will just score 15 minutes. And get 3 sponsorship triggers. So we'll get back our assembly lines, get back our Sensi, bring Sansan onto the board. We have one on the board already, but I think there's actually a value to getting that one down. Just so we keep our archives, like a lot of our stuff on the board. Having multiples is not bad. And we'll get our temple down. Actually, we probably could have got the other assembly lines and just chained them, right? It's not like he's going to siphon us. Our money is fairly secure in our credit pool. He's been getting a lot of vigil draws, so that's really good for him. There's not much we can do about having 5 cards in our hand. Like, we really just draw so many cards we can't get around it. So he's not going to fight any of these cards. I think you have to fight these cards. Bring up our Sansan now with our last money. And we have no money for advancing. So I think we don't do anything right now. We just run Sensi. Have an abundance of ice that we don't really need. Actually, probably putting back one of these is better. We're not going to use probably any of this ice, actually. We are just covered in more cards we can even use right now. So I could burn this shipment to save $2. I think I will, because it gives me a better spot to threaten next turn. And our hand's full anyway, so let's just use it up. Get assembly back. Get assembly back. And get... let's get assembly back as well. So he can come trash us if he wants to. I don't think there's really much value in not resing them. We can just get our credits. And we'll throw away our ice. That's not very good. Well, the wraparound's not very good. What we can do is assembly lines up our Sansan, which is the one we want. Assembly lines up. The temple do we want? Or actually maybe just the R&D in case of a medium this turn. So we should probably be attacking HQ here. We block this, I think. Having this res, it sucks to pay the full value, but it's going to bounce him and make him find David. Or maybe he's got something else for it. I don't know. Sports Hopper. Yeah, I'm keeping the Sensis down. That's the one you want to trash for sure. But he's still like very behind in tempo. Urmil would have blanked what, our Jeeves? So it would have been not doing a whole lot. Jeeves hasn't done a ton for us. He did one very important thing, and after that, not so much. So I would like to draw this turn and find a shipment. So I'm going to send back the shipments. And he's going to run a return, so you might as well send back the subliminal as well. Try to get that Jeeves doing a little more for us. Scoring Beal. Yeah, I think we actually can win this turn, right? Because the team and the Astro token together are a combo. So more assembly lines. The one that you need to kill is like Sensi first, and then probably assembly lines next, because of just how potent it is to get back, to use it as an econ source, right? We made so much money off it, especially when you can convert your memo credits into real credits that way. So he was Whizzard, he had credits for it. He did trash a fair number of things, but there's just so many. The click battle is in our favor, right? Once we start getting free clicks, either off of the Jeeves or via the sponsorship, is effectively a free click. He just gets further and further behind. Even the free draw from Vigil didn't help him enough. I think if he'd had more econ in his deck, like using Sports Hot Rest Diesel is actually really bad in my opinion. It's not a good draw card whatsoever unless you have like Tech Writer or Tech Trader or the Kate Discount or Modded or something. Just playing 3 to draw 3 is very, very bad as a ratio. Like it's, if you think of it as like a clicks for cards, you could have clicked to get once, you're getting 2 extra cards for $3. Whereas Quality Time, you're getting 4 extra cards for $3. So it's only half as good as a Quality Time for the same amount of credits to spend. So I would like to see more, like even I've Had Worse would have drawn 3 for $1, right? So I don't know. Vigil's not bad. I think Vigil can be decent in this meta. Getting that card draw and having just a cheap console too is pretty important. But even if you're Whizzard, doesn't mean you get there against this deck, because there are going to be too many things to deal with at once. And the gear checks still do something right. Like we still gear checked him for $5 on this wraparound. We just paid 2 and got $5 investment, and we would have checked him again on the Quandary. So your gear checks they don't last, but early on in the game, there's a little speed bump they have to get over. And when you're going so fast already, it's hard for them to do that. Thanks for watching, everyone.